Hello lovers, and welcome to episode 3 of my continuing saga, learning how to speedrun Half-Life. I'm still figuring out the format and mood of these videos, but the main purpose of them is to give and get some insight into the learning process. It's very interesting to me, and I hope it's interesting to you. Learning a new skill is a slow and grueling process, especially when a specialized as this. And I thought maybe making these videos will help me enjoy the process more, and also make it really easy for me to look back and see and appreciate my progress. So, when you're learning and planning your run, you have to decide specifically on which strat or strategy you use. For any given area, there can be multiple possible strats you can use, depending on your preference and your own skill level. So at this point, when I can't even do a proper run yet, I'm going through sequentially and primarily focusing on the base level strats, the ones you need to get any decent time. Strats like the test chamber skip, descending the cargo elevator, the object boost over the canal, the 2 different NPC exploits in Office Complex, and the upcoming level skip of We've Got Hostiles. And then the chapter right after that, Last Pit, is a long and complicated one, definitely the biggest challenge so far. It's going to take several of these episodes, and there are a lot of more complicated strats that I might not even mention or worry about learning this time. So let's dig in. So right now I'm in an elevator. I just emerged from Office Complex, and I'm in this elevator, and I'm about to emerge into We've Got Hostiles. This level can be completely skipped using another NPC exploit. I'm just going to try to do it, see how many tries it takes me. Well, there we go. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. So I want to just show that it's kind of interesting. So like the other ones, you have to start from outside the map, and you come in here, and once you cross this trigger right here, that scientist comes in and yells. So what you have to do is you have to stop him in his tracks right around here. Rest in peace. You have to stop him in his tracks right here, and then bump him, and then get in his way. And if you do it at the right place, he will run from there to that door. So, well, the thing is, yes, if you shoot him, depending on what you shoot him with, and where, you might accidentally kill him. There, I did it again. That's pretty good. So that closes, but then he runs back out and opens it again, and then it stays open. So, and then there's a health thing here, which I can also get over there. So that's actually, it's taken me a lot of tries to get that, but before I recorded today, it took me several dozen tries, I think, Any case, so one little extra strat that I'm not going to think at all about right now is that you can shoot the scientist while he is in that doorway and kill him, and then he straddles the line, the doorway, and then the door won't close, and you can go in and out of that room a lot faster. But that's definitely not high on my list of strats to learn right now, because it only saves you a couple seconds, and the main thing is just getting into Silo D. He's still scared of us, so he's running away. The idea is that the scientist starts out the level in a scared mode, but then you stop him and then shoot him, he becomes scared of you, and it sort of disrupts his script, and scared NPCs will often like open doors. There are other places throughout the whole run where, well, actually, yeah, just in an office complex, we scared Barney with a grenade and got him to open the door. Similar here. We scare this scientist and get him to open the door, and we're moving on with our lives. I'm specifically going to get 8 armor here for reasons I'll go into later. All right, it's blast pit time. So first thing we have to do is bust through here. Fastest way to do it is if you place a double shotgun blast just the right place, you can get right through there. Then the trick is just sort of crouch jumping up here and going through. So you can do that theoretically with a single shot. Although there's some randomness to the spread of the shotgun blast. I just found out tonight. Which, so sometimes, I don't know. I haven't done that enough to know if there's like a really consistent place I can shoot, but it's not a big deal. Okay. A super advanced move is to use, is to use that box as an object boost to get over here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So in here is some health and grenades and a zombie. And so ideally what a person does is they come through and they hit that switch, and when they hit that switch, they also hit this trigger, which opens the door, it causes the zombie to bust open the door. And there's a way to kill the zombie and jib him so you can just move right through without impedance and grab the stuff inside and then come back out and jump down into this here, which is opening up. So you do a double shotgun blast and then a crowbar, and it jibs the zombie. So what I actually did practice, this was a little tricky, and actually, that extra split second you get from or a second or two from not having the zombie in your way actually really helps. What I did was I actually saved it right here and then just practiced that, and that actually took some practice because if you don't shoot him just the right way, if you don't shoot him right in the head, which is right spaced right there, it's not going to work. It's harder than it looks, and I found that a lot of speedrunners in their tutorials kind of glossed over this. But actually, that's something worth practicing in and of itself. In fact, another thing I did was to make it way slower, so then I could really aim and have time to switch at weapons. And no, that didn't work. Well, that did work. Yeah. Also, another thing I practiced separately was simply the mouse clicks. There's the right click, then I have another mouse button for switch weapons, and left click. So pressing all those in rapid succession took a little bit of practice on its own. So weapon 2, switch weapon, weapon 1. I don't know which my previous weapon bind. It's one of my mouse buttons. I don't know what the number is, but it's on my thumb. So yeah, that right. So yep, I didn't press the lever. So we gotta do is just come in here, press the lever, get positioned to do that, grab this stuff, and then jump out here onto that ramp, and then position yourself right here. Ah. And so then, if you grab the ladder just at the right time, you don't take any fall damage, and there we are. Whee! So there's another strat here that I'm not going to learn, which is basically like you can just jump out into this here. Like as soon as that opens, you can just jump out into it, which it didn't really work, but I'm not going to learn it. It saves you a tiny little bit of time, and then you still have to either grab the ladder or do a jump bug, which is another trick to avoid fall damage, which I'm not going to learn yet. So what I'm going to do, we see how many tries it takes me to get to the bottom of the elevator shaft alive. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright, not bad. One other thing I wanted to mention that was a little difficult to learn here is getting out of this room, jumping out of that window, and landing on the slope. I found that the best way to do it is just jump and crouch, which is a good thing to do a lot in this run. There's a lot of crouching while jumping for various reasons. So, like, jump, crouch, and then strafe over to that. So that's taken a bit of practice. That looked pretty smooth, actually. That wasn't bad. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm thinking about trying to make these episodes a little shorter and sweeter. And so in the next episode, I'm just gonna pick up right in the same place, which is at the beginning of this big, long hallway in Blast Pit. And hope to see you there. I'd love it if you liked this video. Please give it a like. It really helps a lot. I don't know. I think this is interesting, and I'd love to know if other people found this interesting at all. That's okay if you didn't, because it's mainly for me, and I'm really enjoying doing it. So, see you next time.